Hey everyone, let's talk about Indian mythology. It's like a big, colorful storybook filled with really old stories and beliefs. These stories are about gods and goddesses, heroes and bad guys. They teach us about life, death, and everything in between. Indian mythology isn't just about religion, it's about our culture and traditions too. Imagine a world where gods and goddesses live among us. That's what Indian mythology is like. It's a world of amazing things and magic, where anything can happen. People in India have been telling these stories for a super long time. These stories aren't just for fun, they teach us about good and bad, right and wrong. They help us understand our place in the world. It's like a journey into the heart of India. In Indian mythology, there are tons of gods and goddesses, but the three most important ones are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. They're like the super team of gods called the Trimurti. Brahma created the universe, Vishnu protects it, and Shiva destroys it to make way for new things. Brahma is often shown with 4 heads, like he's super smart. Vishnu is usually blue and holds special items. Shiva, known for his awesome dance, has a third eye and a snake around his neck. Besides these three, there are other important gods and goddesses like Indra, the king of the gods, Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, and Ganesha, who helps us when we're stuck. He has an elephant head. Each god and goddess represents something important about life. Indian mythology is full of cool stories. One of the most famous is the Ramayana, the story of Lord Rama and his wife Sita. This story teaches us about love, doing what's right, and being brave. Another famous story is the Mahabharata, a complicated story about a family fight that turns into a huge war. Then there's Krishna, who is like a superhero version of Vishnu. He's super smart and a great teacher. His teachings in the Bhagavad Gita, a part of the Mahabharata, are super important. These stories aren't just make-believe, they're full of wisdom and lessons. They teach us about family, love, and what happens when we do good or bad things. These stories are still important today, showing us how to live a good life. Even today, Indian mythology is everywhere. People celebrate festivals like Diwali and Holi, which come from these stories. They go to temples and pray to the gods and goddesses. You can see these stories everywhere, from old books to new movies, and even when people are just talking. These stories teach us important things and make us think. The characters in these stories feel like real people, even though they're gods and goddesses. Indian mythology isn't just old stories. It's a living tradition that's part of millions of people's lives. You can see it in art, music, dance, and all parts of Indian culture. It reminds us of India's amazing past and inspires us for the future.